Hello, everyone. Today we have a discussion that can't be dismissed and must be heard. The Rapture. Are you ready for when Jesus comes to take us home? Join us now for why now could be the time for Christ's imminent return.
I've spent my life studying patterns, tracing the seemingly random occurrences of nature and human behavior, trying to understand what binds them together. Over the last few decades, however, something shifted. What was once a steady hum of global activity has now turned into a thunderous roar, a crescendo of chaos that no rational person can ignore. Perhaps you've noticed it too, the unnerving pace at which the world is unraveling. I've now come to a terrifying conclusion, that we are living in the season foretold in ancient prophecies, the time just before the rapture. The signs are all around us, undeniable to those who choose to look. As a scientist, I've always been skeptical of the supernatural, but no amount of logic can explain away what is happening right now. We're seeing an unprecedented rise in natural disasters. Earthquakes are not only more frequent, but more intense, shifting fault lines that have lain dormant for centuries. Just last year, a 7.8 magnitude quake in Turkey leveled cities, losing tens of thousands. Floods of biblical proportions are sweeping across nations, leaving destruction in their wake. In the United States, hurricanes have intensified, with storms like Helene displacing millions. Climate change? Sure. But there's something more sinister at play here. The Bible spoke of these events thousands of years ago, in verses that most dismissed as symbolic or poetic. Yet here we are, witnessing with our own eyes the fulfillment of those words. Matthew chapter 24, verse 7 says, "There will be famines and earthquakes in various places, wars and rumors of wars." If ever there was a time that mankind teetered on the brink of global destruction, it's now. Tensions in the Middle East have reached fever pitch, with world powers staking their claim, using proxy wars to fight in the shadows. Russia and Ukraine, Israel and Hamas. The nuclear capabilities of North Korea continue to threaten the fragile balance of peace. It feels like we're sitting on a powder keg, waiting for the spark that could ignite the next world war. And then there's the astonishing rise of technology. What should have been a blessing has morphed into something far darker. I was part of the early teams that marveled at the potential of AI, but now I fear we've opened a Pandora's box. We've developed machines that think for themselves, algorithms that manipulate the human mind, and digital currencies that no government can fully control. We are witnessing the formation of a system that could enslave mankind. The Bible spoke of this too. Revelation 13 warns of a future where a singular global system controls commerce. So perhaps the groundwork has already been laid. With the advent of the digital age, surveillance has reached levels once thought impossible. We are being watched. Every movement, every transaction, every conversation, catalogued and recorded. What better way to control humanity during the coming tribulation? And for what purpose? Many of us have long suspected that there is more than meets the eye to the sudden surge in technological advancement. Still, we tell ourselves, all of this must mean something. But the end isn't quite here. After all, didn't Jesus himself say that these signs would come, but the time is not yet? True. But what he also said is that these are merely birth pains, and birth pains always lead to one final event. This is why now, more than ever, I believe the rapture is imminent. I can hear the skeptics. Why now? Why not 50 years ago or 50 years from now? Because the convergence of events we are experiencing is unprecedented. Climate change, natural disasters, and technological advancements are aligning perfectly with ancient prophecies. This isn't a coincidence. This is by design. Every event, every catastrophe is part of a larger narrative, a sequence of warning signs leading us to the inevitable. When I look at the world today, I see humanity on the brink of something we can neither control nor comprehend. Fear fills the hearts of people, just as it was prophesied. Men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. Luke chapter 21, verse 26. And now we live in an age of unprecedented dread. People are terrified of what tomorrow might bring, even if they cannot fully articulate why. They sense it, that nagging feeling that something is wrong, that the world is spiraling towards an inevitable end. They search for answers in politics, in science, in technology. But the truth is this: the answers were given long ago. Everything points to this being the season. The signs are all here. And no, we do not know the exact day or hour. But we do know this: the time is near. If you doubt this, that's fine. In fact, it doesn't even matter if you believe me. This warning is not for the purpose of convincing anyone. It's to let you know that what's coming will happen, regardless of your belief or mine. It has been written. I stand before you, not as a preacher or a prophet, but as someone who has pieced together the evidence, as someone who sees the writing on the wall. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to listen. But remember this: it matters not if you believe in the warning. The events will unfold regardless. This is your wake-up call.
Just as you are about to jump out of an airplane, you would trust that the parachute will save you. So then, now, I ask you to trust Jesus, that He will save you in these troubling times. God bless you.
Are you being lured away by the temptations of the world? Is Jesus your Lord and Savior? Do you put God first in your life in everything you do? Think about it. We want to thank you for tuning in, and we hope our videos give you hope and encouragement. Until next time.